wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Henderson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that?
Of course I'm a helmet head. Yeah, spot on. Agree with that. But here's...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And he's got it at the 30. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. You think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith. This guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys, too. He's got speed. He's got the ability to pluck the football out of the air. What a big-time weapon. How nice is it to play quarterback with this guy in the offense?
He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed at linebacker. He can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the option, and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Impressive.
Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Toss sweep to the right. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but they're in the red zone at the 14.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that 4th down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. And that pass picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Now the play fake. And down he goes back at the 3.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Oh, picked off. Trying to take it back. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up, but he's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
Running with power. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wide out in motion. Back to throw, it's Milroe. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown tie!
Can't start a game any better than that. Defense gets the stop, gives it back to the offense. You march down the field, you score. They're in a great rhythm now on both sides of the ball.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Man, there are times a quarterback and receiver just have the unspoken language. He's lined up to the left side. He's looking down. There's nobody in the middle of the field. Quarterback kind of just winks at him and says, I'm throwing you this post. You go get it and go score a touchdown. Man, that is exactly what happened.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. The clock has stopped and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Second down coming up. Looking downfield, it's Milroe. He'll take the deep shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, I like this quarterback being aggressive and taking a shot. Just a better play there by the defense.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. He'll set up to throw. Get it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Going for it all. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed behind the line, it's Haynes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
4th down and 10, and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They go to the wide receiver screen. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Runs through the tackle. And that defensive penetration gave him no chance, and he is ridden out of bounds. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. To the air, it's Howard. Feeling some heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
On 3rd down, going up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Ibuka. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. To the air on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Really need positive yards on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they'll snap it from the 44. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And he tried to put the touch on it, but it's incomplete. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. They'll turn to the jet sweep to try to convert. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision making.
Back to throw, it's Milroe. Takes the easy one to the back. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. He'll throw on 3rd down. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Turning and firing back to the right, that's risky. What a snag by the defense. At the 40, there he goes. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. We are locked up to start the second half, and guys, you know what? In a bowl, sometimes that intensity really builds in a tight game like this.
I think that's why we were really anticipating this game so much. 2 very evenly matched teams with a lot of playmakers. We knew this thing could go either way. So for this offense right here, this drive, to start off the second half, David, they need to put something together and really put pressure on the opponent.
And the thing I like about bowl games, man, is they're exciting. You go for it more on 4th down, less to lose, not as uptight. So I look for this second half to be fun, to be wild, to be loose.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the offense is trying to get physical. They're pulling the backside guard on that play. He completely whiffs, though, and misses his block, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. To the air, it's Howard. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Oh, man, this could have disaster written all over it. Going for it inside their own 40. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Off he goes. Got enough space. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker, the running back takes the football, he does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Ballard. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time David sort of curbs. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Really nice play. When you talk about Alabama and their dominance on defense, especially in recent years, it all starts up front. You have to have disruptors playing on the defensive line, guys that can be versatile and line up at different positions. But
pass on the way. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Bama! What a play by this defense with a pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possession.
He wants to take the top off. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Bunch formation, trying to confuse the secondary. Dropping back, it's Milroe. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
That's caught. It's Haynes.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The give is to Miller. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You could throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Now on the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Power football with the run. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Williams. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Nothing but green ahead. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Give him 6. Touchdown, Alabama!
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, we should have ran a better route.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Throws to the wideout. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Snags a quick pass on the left. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Milroe. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Looking to buy time. He fires it out to the right. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive. They've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
Going to the running game. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. 1st down.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Fires into the end zone. Grab near the sticks. It's Bernard. Touchdown tie! And the route is on.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Ballard. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity to...
And here's the fifth interception by this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. On the option. Now the pitch. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. Here on 3rd down for this offense. To the ground to try to move the chains. Alabama will get the first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."
Bad, or as Reese Davis would say, ungood. Just very ungood performance. Flush this one down the toilet, move on. It's not your best day. You lost in ugly fashion, to be honest, but better days ahead.
And I think a lot of this has to come on the shoulders of the players. They need to be able to realize they just didn't do enough. So they've got to turn the page. They've got to go back to work, have a great week of practice, and put out a better effort next week.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.